Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on, YouTube? Diggy546. Um, we almost had it. We almost had it. If we had been able to get we had been able to get the Patriots to win today, and it looks like the Cardinals are going to win. We could have been at number three. Could have been at number three, but that didn't happen. Washington didn't stand a chance. After they got to 10, the Cowboys just kind of ran away with it. Um, but for the most part, it is some kind of game. The Giants came out here against the Philadelphia Eagles and put it on them. As I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers game, here on third down, they are running the ball, and they're going to pick up this first down or be a half a yard short as they're going to line up and kick this field goal, most likely, to try to win this game. And if the Chargers lose this game, then that means the Chargers have taken the 5th overall pick away from the Giants, and they've moved from 5 to 6. So not that huge of a change. It's not like the Chargers will take, a quarterback from us. But for those who want a quarterback, for those who don't want a quarterback, the Chargers definitely would be in position to take any one of those other positions that you would have wanted to take in that top 10, including a guy like Malik Neighbors. So that does matter. It does matter. I'm just gonna say it. It does matter. So Harrison Butker, with the Giants pick in his hands, lining up to kick a gimme field goal with the score being 12-10 right now, is lining up. But in the meantime, like I said, the Giants kind of really put it on the Eagles to start this game. They just really blew them out to start. Tyrod Taylor was flawless almost. The only reason that there was a turnover in this game on the Giants' part is that they were trying to force the ball to Sterling Shepard to try to get him in the end zone. Didn't work out. But shout out to Sterling Shepard for being a Giant, being here through these bad games, bad seasons, bad teams. And Harrison Butker lining up to kick, and it is right down the middle. So you got the Chargers. They're going to have 49 seconds to go down the field and get in the field goal range. Maybe I'll still be talking as they will go down the field and try to score. But the fact of the matter is today, Tyrod Taylor really just put on a clinic. Those receivers were open all day. Mike Kafka put on a clinic. Wink Martindale came out there and dominated Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Hopefully A.J. Brown is going to be okay. The guy came out, had his knee twisted up. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay because he's one of the premier receivers in the league. Going into the playoffs, you just never want to see a guy get hurt in the last game of the season. I mean, we all saw the game today. We all saw the game. The Giants just kind of just put it on them and just went on autopilot the second half. So they took their foot off the gas, which, I mean, why do that? Why not try to go up 50-something to nothing? But they took their foot off the gas. It's really what happened. Saquon Barkley about 40 yards short of 1,000 yards, but 2 touchdowns. So maybe this is his last game as a Giant, but two more touchdowns. So that's pretty good for him. 2.6 yards a carry, not that good, but, 2 touchdowns today. Receiving wise, Wan'Dale Robinson continues to prove that when he gets targets, he's open. He's open. And I think he's going to get a quarterback pretty soon, hopefully. And they're going to get him the ball, and he's going to be one of the premier short area yak guys, short area, mid area, and even he can even get down the field too, but mostly short and mid area receivers in the league. Jalen Hyatt didn't do much today. I was hoping he would get in the end zone, but he goes scoreless as a rookie. As far as getting touchdowns as a rookie, should have had a couple. As Eaton Stick for the Chargers takes a sack on first down, you cannot do that. You got to throw the ball away. Looks like the Chargers are going to be picking 5th because Eaton Stick is playing horribly. Darius Slayton, 7 targets, 5 receptions, 62 yards, career highs and catches and yards for Darius Slayton, and a really good play from I think that's Mike Davis, something Davis, for the Chargers to get out of bounds. But I mean, the receivers showed up for the most part. The defense showed up. The coverage was great for the most part, but they were playing against the Eagles' backups. I'm just thinking, like, this just seems really kind of fishy because the Eagles very well could have closed that gap in this third quarter, but they benched their starting quarterback. So they very well could have closed that gap. Like they very well could have, but they didn't. We ended up still winning, but something is always fishy when it comes to the Eagles. But props to the Giants for finally winning a football game against this team since 2020. Again, it's against mostly backups, so we still haven't beaten this team at full strength. But I would say a couple of weeks ago we went down to the wire with them. I know this won't happen next year. We probably won't score 24 or 27 points in the first half of both games combined next year because that's just how it always goes. Anytime we're going into these division games expecting to compete with quality division opponents, it's always a disappointment. We always get blown off the field. Nothing much really stood out besides what I've kind of covered. You still got the Chargers and Chiefs game going on. Hopefully they can get in the field goal range. But let me just give some shout outs to some guys who may not be here next year. Like I said, Shep is pretty much done. He got to touch the ball a couple times today. So props to you again for everything you've done as a Giant. Not like we got to win any Super Bowls or anything, but props to you for being a long tenured Giant. You've been here since the Jerry Reese days. You've dealt with some crazy stuff. Props to Saquon Barkley, who may not be back, may be back, may not be. 2 touchdowns today. You're still a dog. You're still that guy. You're not Saquon isn't that guy that he was as a rookie, but he's still a top 2-3 running back in this game, in my opinion. He had some runs today where he should have been tackled for a loss, and he ended up getting first downs. Let's see, we got Xavier McKinney. He may be gone, and he had 2 spectacular plays today, and another play deflecting the ball. If I can pull up pass deflections, McKinney had 3, so 2 interceptions today. 3 pass deflections, really good game by him. Another guy who may be gone, Isaiah Simmons, only 2 tackles today, but was really fun to watch this year. If Wink is gone, I think he's gone because there's a specific role he has to play. But shout out to Isaiah Simmons. And other than that, the rest of the guys are probably going to be back. Props to everybody that's been in my streams, that's watched these post-game videos. Props to all of you for sticking with me through this season. It's been a really rough season. And I'm glad it's done. Stick is throwing a dot, and they don't catch it. And the game's over. And the Giants will be picking 6th this year in the draft. The Chargers had plenty of chances to win this game. And it's all over now. So the Giants will be picking 6th. Plenty of film sessions on these prospects coming soon. You guys stay tuned for them. And stick with me. I'm going to be uploading this off season. But just more disappointment as a Giants fan. I'm sure we all wanted to move up a couple slots, but we ended up moving down 1. If we want a quarterback, we'll trade for one, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath for these guys to trade up for one.